So apparently it's been 3 months since I started posting a video every single day on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Quick PSA before we get into the results, I already made a video for the first 2 months of this experiment, and I also talked there about why I'm doing it, so check it out if you want the full picture. Let's talk about numbers first, and we'll start with audience growth. I went from 17k followers on TikTok to 25k followers. On YouTube, I went from 1k subs to 16k subscribers, which is wild considering I started from 0 3 months ago. Instagram just crossed 4k followers. I was only at 800 last month, and I think it grew mostly thanks to 1 or 2 videos that blew up. So yeah, the growth is happening. It's not explosive or overnight, but it's not linear either, so I'm pretty happy about it. I got 3.5 million views on TikTok, 8.6 million views on YouTube, and almost 1 million on Instagram. I'm talking about this month only. In terms of income, it's been interesting. Etsy has actually been the largest source of income this month. I made 2 short videos advertising my beading pattern, and that brought in about 1.5k. The TikTok Creator Fund made me around $550 for my first month on the fund, and it was really a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting that kind of amounts at all. YouTube still doesn't pay me anything. Even with 15k subs, I'm not monetized yet. Though I'm not too far from the 10 million shorts view required, so I expect to be monetized sometime this month. I'm really itching to make long format content, but I have to keep my priorities straight, and right now I'm pushing for growth. Instagram brought nothing so far. Now I did get my first sponsorship deal this month as well. I won't share the amount since it's kind of obvious who it was. I also got a few sponsorship offers from getlin.ai companies, but they were not really aligned with my values, so I declined all of them. I hope more interesting sponsorships will come, but since I'm not actively working for it, I kind of have no way to predict it. For my startup, we got about 50 signups coming from my socials directly. I only plugged it in 2 or 3 videos throughout the month as we're not really ready to push for growth yet, but I'll share more about my startup journey at some point for sure. Oh, I've also had some less professional offers. A couple of DMs from older men asking if they can give me money. I didn't reply, so I can't tell you the sort of sponsorship they had in mind, although I have some suspicions. In terms of community, as the video started reaching more people, the comments became overwhelming, and I don't know how to deal with them yet. I made a whole video on the topic, but yeah, hate is part of the deal now, especially when I touch on topics like racism, sexism, or anything that is slightly controversial. Now, I've also gotten the kindest, most encouraging messages. I was truly blown away by the kindness in the comments that I could receive sometimes. I also had one follower say they showed my videos in a university class, and that's the kind of thing that really keeps me going. I've realized I want to build more of that, not just content, but community in general. And that's why I've started experimenting a little bit, sharing more personal stories, more behind the scenes of how I work and I think. And so far the response has been really positive. So I want to do more of that, not just teaching or explaining things, but also documenting my own process. I really don't want to be stuck in that educational creator box forever. Long term, I'm trying to build something that feels more personal and human. One of the next big challenges, I think, will be figuring out how to share openly while still protecting my privacy, which after living in Germany for 4 years is basically a national sport. This month, I realized something kind of big. I used to think of myself as a TikToker who also posts on YouTube, but now I think I'm more of a YouTuber. Even though my TikTok audience is bigger, YouTube just feels more aligned with what I want to make long term. It rewards consistency, it actually shows your videos to your subscribers, and it gives you room to go deeper. TikTok, on the other hand, has been really frustrating lately. It feels like I have to reintroduce myself with every single video. Even with 25k followers, a video can get barely any views. I made one small mistake once, picked the wrong sound and had to delete and repost, and ever since, the reach has dropped completely. There's also the whole US ban drama, which I think also plays a role. So yeah, I still post on all platforms, but mentally, I'm there. Let's talk mental health. One thing I've been working on lately is my relationship with my phone. My screen time is still awful, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to block access to the social media apps during the day and just check things in the morning and in the evening when I'm posting. Do I still cheat and check stuff on my laptop? Maybe. The thing is that the more time I spend on my phone, the less creative and curious I feel. So I'm really scared of losing that spark because if I do, I'll have no willpower at all to keep posting. One thing I really don't like right now is the fact that I still have to log in and post manually every single day. So even if I'm out or with people, I'll have this moment where I'm like, sorry, it's 6 p.m., I need to post. And of course, once I'm in the app, I end up scrolling for 5 to 10 minutes just to keep the algorithm happy. It kind of sucks, and it's also a big reason I don't want to keep this pace long term. It's really not a lifestyle I want. I've mentioned it on my other video, but I also noticed something kind of messed up with how I relate to numbers. Like, I'll be obsessing over hitting a specific goal, like 10k subs on YouTube or 1 million views for one video. And when I'm thinking about it, it seems very unattainable. But once I hit that number, it's just gone. It doesn't feel like anything, not even an achievement, and it doesn't have any meaning anymore. I'm really trying to move away from that toxic mindset, but it's hard. So if you have any tips for that, please share them in the comments. I'm listening. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not doing this just for views or growth or money. I'm doing it to prove to myself and hopefully to you that showing up consistently does work. Even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're not sure if anyone cares, because once you get started, once the engine kicks in, good things start to happen. Especially for the girls out there, I know confidence can be even tougher, and we often wait until things are perfect or until we feel exactly ready. But I want to show that just getting it out there is already a massive win. I'd like to say I'm thankful that all these changes have been happening quite progressively. If I suddenly woke up with millions of followers and waves of hate comments, I'd pass out from anxiety. So this space gives me the right time to adjust, to build systems, and to think about how I want to show up online and where I'm going with all of this. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I don't know what the future holds, and while I'm documenting my own journey, I hope that this inspires you to start yours as well.